Welcome to Opera Fan Dallas. This episode uses the Chicago Lyric Opera's 2023 production of Don Carlo by Giuseppe Verdi. See the description for details and links to the Dallas Opera. Act 1. Don Carlo, Prince of Spain, is now wandering around the monastery like a sad Victorian ghost. He sings about losing Elizabeth because apparently they met while speed dating. And now, to end the war, Elizabeth must marry Prince Philip, Don Carlo's dad. Enter Rodrigo, best friend and the only emotionally stable person in this entire building. He basically says, "Stop spiraling and help me save Flanders." They sing a song of friendship that is so sincere, you almost believe everything's going to be okay. Well, it's not. Scene 2. In the garden, Princess Eboli sings the Veil Song, which is basically Renaissance karaoke. Carlo shows up and accidentally confesses his love to her because he thinks she's Elizabeth. In opera, misidentifications make the world go around. Eboli realizes she's not the main character in this romantic fantasy and immediately upgrades to dangerously offended. You can practically hear the future plot complications forming. Meanwhile, Rodrigo tries to clean up this mess like a tired camp counselor. Act 2, Scene 1, the Auto da Fe. Big chorus, huge crowds, flames, religious pageantry. The Inquisition is hosting what might be history's worst public event. Carlos brings Flemish rebels to beg the king for mercy. Philip says no, because empathy is not in his skill set. Carlo pulls his sword, which is bold, but not strategically brilliant. Rodrigo disarms him, and everyone pretends things are okay. Meanwhile, heretics are burned, and the orchestra goes full epic mode. Scene 2, Philip's study. Philip sings about how his wife never loved him and how power is lonely. For 5 minutes, you almost feel bad for the most powerful tyrant in Europe. Then the Grand Inquisitor rolls in like doom on a stick, and he basically says to Philip, "Kill Rodrigo too." And Philip just agrees, because nothing says strong ruler like being terrified of your own clergy. Act 3, Scene 1, Elizabeth's bedroom. Philip finds a suspicious box and immediately assumes his wife has been cheating on him because trust is dead. Massive ensemble meltdown ensues. Elizabeth faints, because honestly, who wouldn't? Eva confesses that she exposed Elizabeth out of jealousy and also casually mentions she's been Philip's mistress. Elizabeth responds with the iciest moral superiority imaginable and sends her off to a convent to rethink every decision she's ever made. Eva decides to redeem herself because guilt has finally clocked in for work. Act 3, Scene 2. Rodrigo visits Carlo in prison, and he takes the blame for everything because he's the only one capable of unselfish actions. He gets shot almost immediately because Verdi does not reward emotional maturity. Rodrigo dies, telling Carlos, "Fight for freedom," while the audience clutches their chest. Act 4, Goodbye Forever. Meanwhile, back at the monastery, because we love thematic symmetry, Elizabeth and Carlos meet for one last time. They sing about love and duty and how their lives were basically cautionary tales. It's heartbreak wrapped up in gorgeous music. Philip and the Inquisitor show up and arrest Carlos because happiness must be stopped at all cost. Then a mysterious monk appears who strongly resembles the late Emperor Charles's ghost, and he pulls Carlos into the monastery like a holy witness protection program. Is he saved? Is he dead? Is he spiritually absorbed? Verdi shrugs. Nobody knows. And curtain. Click on the circle on the side of the screen to subscribe.